What up, everybody, and welcome to the FB and Goob Show. I am FB,
And I'm the Goob.
sponsored by the Good Time Tavern of Livermore, California. How's the Goob?
The Goob's feeling a little unprofessional today, I'll be honest. I had my fake little sister come to town. We did a little Goob stuff. We did some bowling. We did some darts. We did some pool. Might have had a beverage or two.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm doing good. I'm excited to talk about all the finals. We got the NBA. We got the NHL. But I mean, honestly, paper towel to the face.
Oh,
Can you
talking
stop
about
hitting the skinny people? Like, what's up, man?
and coming to the stage, Caitlin Clark, ladies and gentlemen. Caitlin, how's it going? It's tough, huh?
Honestly, on the Saturday Night Live thing, I'm super pissed. Honestly, a hip check. What is this? Hockey? I know it's close to Canada, but come on, Indiana's not that kind of sport.
Well, listen. First of all, you can't come into the WNBA saying that you are already entitled to be the king or queen and not earn your stripes. And she's going to earn her stripes this year. She's going to. And she's got a villain in the young lady from the Chicago Sky. And I think this is going to be, listen, the numbers are in the proof is in the numbers. And the numbers is that people are going to the games and watching the games. Right?
Right? FB watched an episode.
I've listened, I've watched more games than I ever thought I would watch, more than I've ever watched in the entirety of the WNBA. I've watched more games this year than ever in the whole entirety of it. And we're talking Candace, we're talking Candace Parker, we're talking Lisa Leslie, we're talking a lot of stars that I watched at Tennessee and Connecticut, and I never watched the game. I still never watched the game. Taurasi, I never watched a Taurasi game. I remember when she came out of college, didn't watch a game.
Well, I want to know is like, is the actual game better now, or is it the same game and now there's just more hype?
Well, the thing is I never watched the game. I never realized how brutal it was. Apparently, they don't call fouls.
Right?
Just
No
beating the shit out of this girl. That's apparently just the way it is in the WNBA.
No one ever looked at us before.
Yeah, nobody's ever watched us beat this shit out of each other. You know what I mean? And now we're all like viewing it for the first time going, wow, this is a pretty violent game. It's either a violent game or Caitlin Clark is literally not getting any foul calls. I mean, that girl just bashed into her right out of the bounce thing. You know what I mean? So
for sure. I mean, but we're halfway into the 16 games that I gave her. And what's your report card halfway through of when I said it would be 16 games, she would be ready? She's not ready yet. She just keeps getting beat up, right?
She's not ready at all. She's just getting her ass kicked, and it's starting to get to her. So maybe mentally she's not Steph Curry. You know what I mean? Because Steph got beat up, but Steph just kept shooting the balls and not saying anything. So, and I know you had the Steph Curry comparison. So, still two little people, but one little person's kind of like, she's really she's a little fire in the pants. She's mad all the time. That's a foul, motherfucker. That's a foul, motherfucker. That's a foul, you know? So, hey, listen, she's gonna earn her stripes. Next year, this won't even be a discussion. She'll be a WNBA player. She'll just be the best one in the WNBA. So, I mean, there you go. But she's gonna earn it this year. You can tell. These girls, hey, women are the most vicious, vindictive, nastiest creatures on the world. So listen, now we're on a court. It's on, bitch.
All right. For real.
Yeah, it's on.
So there's got to be vindication on Boston's mind as we move to the NBA Finals. We've got Boston, who has the franchise has a lot of history, but sure. Tatum and Brown have none.
Well, then what is it? What's it going to take for the Celtics to win?
I mean, honestly, they've got all the talent in the world. I mean, obviously, Dallas manhandled Minnesota. They took care of business. Kyrie and Luke are on one of their the levels. As the kids say, I don't know, what do the kids say? They say something. But they got the aura. They got the aura right now. So Luka and Kyrie going against the Celtics, who continuously dribble off their knee when it comes to championships.
Well, I mean, let's look at this. You have Porzingis coming back. I think Porzingis is probably the biggest key. We know the Mavericks probably beat them in rebounding with those two young centers. They're pretty
Sure, but
lively
and they're beefy,
and
so
they're beefy.
Porzingis might get beefed out a little bit.
But Porzingis can bring them off the basket with his shooting.
He will draw them away.
I think that's going to be the key for the Boston Celtics is just to get Porzingis to open up for the lanes for Brown and Tatum.
So what's the percentage? If Porzingis hits blank percentage of his 3-pointers, the Celtics win the finals.
If he hits 38% of his 3-pointers, the Celtics win the finals.
All right, I say he doesn't. I say he doesn't.
I really like the Mavericks. I really like the Luka's destiny.
No pressure.
None. They weren't the best team all year. They ran through the playoffs. They didn't have a problem. And even when they were down 30 points against the Clippers, they came back to win the game. So there's something special there. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think Porzingis is the key for the Celtics. If he hits 3-pointers and he gets those big guys to not be able to be big guys, but playing off the ball way the fuck out there.
If Tatum can go to the rack without a center there, you know what happens.
You know what happens. So I say Porzingis is the key to this game. But if Luka continues to be Luka, I don't think it matters. And Kyrie keeps showing up in the fourth quarter and being Kyrie, I don't think it matters.
I hate to be like a guy that keeps hitting the same buzzer, but Drew freaking Holiday.
I know you keep saying Drew Holiday.
PJ
Washington.
He eliminates Kyrie. All right, now so it's Luka on 2 every time.
Yeah, I don't think Luka cares about being on 2.
Run. Derek White's bored. He's like, I'll just block shit because I'm bored. Like, honestly, like I can see this going badly in a quick way for Dallas. I am kind of rooting for them.
I'm rooting for them. I like Luka. I like what I see in Luka. I like the person that is Luka. And I hate the Celtics. I'm a Knicks fan.
Yeah, they've got a slim margin for error, Dallas. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna say
you could have said that about every series. Yeah, Dallas has got a slim margin of prayer. Damn, 5-1 against the Timberwolves.
All right.
Check out.
I'm gonna say when me and you get back here next Tuesday or Monday night that it's 3-2 Boston.
No, because it doesn't start to the 6th. That puts it in 2 days from now, which is Thursday. So 1 game Thursday, a game on Saturday, a game on Monday.
You know, I bowled a 300 today, right?
Yeah, sure you did.
It was a series.
It was 300 after 3 games. Nice. You just added them all up. I'm gonna say, listen, if we get 3 games in before we do this show again, I'm gonna be 2-1 Boston. But Dallas is gonna split them in Boston.
Yep. Boston wins or Boston loses the last 2. I don't care what happens. Boston bounces off their shoes. Last 2, Dallas wins.
Well, that's what I mean. I give it 2-1 Boston, then in 2-2, and then we get to game 5 back in All
right, so that starts Thursday, and that'll be awesome. Do we go to something else right now?
Huh?
Hockey?
Well, put your paper down.
Are your Florida Panthers going to win?
No.
What? The Edmonton Oilers?
No. Panthers are going to win. Panthers are 2-0 in the series this season so far, and handed the Oilers their ass, I think, in both games. So I'm not really worried about the Panthers. The Oilers got the best 2 players in hockey. That's the only thing I worry about.
Sure.
Yeah, that's it. They got Mr. Connor.
All right, so you're basically not that excited about the playoffs. You're like, Stanley Cup, yeah, Florida's probably gonna win. No one's gonna watch. It's gonna be a couple
5-1 Florida.
5-1
in 5 games.
Every game.
It'll be in 5 games. It'll be 4-1. That'll be the end of the series. Panthers will win it in 5 games.
All right, and nobody watches and no one cares.
I don't believe anybody in America is going to watch because it's Florida and then it's a team from
Right?
Canada.
Well, I mean, it's too hot to go outside in Florida, so maybe some Gators fans. No, you're right. I mean,
No, I
I'm
don't.
worried.
Panther
I'm
fans will watch it, and Edmonton Oiler fans will watch it. I just
Will
don't
they?
think those fans, those two teams, draw enough other hockey fans. You know.
Yeah. No, I'm kind of upset because I still can't watch it because it's not on major networks on TNT or something.
Oh, you should get Sling.
Yeah. Hey, that means the Goob gets linked.
Right. Yeah, well, listen, I can promise you this. Nobody is going to be betting on hockey. They're just not. Nobody's going to bet on hockey, man. Why would you bet on hockey?
Well, you know what? I don't know. Yeah, it's a tough bet. Like one goal, never mind. I don't want to get into it. You're right. Betting on hockey sucks.
Well, just
Playoffs are awesome though. Honestly, like seriously though, the playoffs haven't been better. NHL versus NBA. NHL won, but now it gets down to this, and no one's going to watch the NHL, and everyone's going to watch NBA. So let's hope something fun happens from the NBA.
sure,
Kind
Dallas
of
wins. The 5 seed beats the 1 seed. That'll be fun.
nice. When's the March Madness?
Canada winning a Stanley Cup. That'd be fun, right?
Hasn't happened in a long time. 30
Long
years.
time.
95.
Yeah, long time. So it's like 30 years almost. So I would say Edmonton winning the Stanley Cup would make hockey much more interesting for hockey. You know what? If Edmonton can keep it close and more people would watch the hockey than the NBA. Dallas and the Celtics, that's like, all right. You know what I mean? It's not the Lakers and the
Oh,
Celtics.
that's North versus South, baby. We bringing back the Confederate flags and stuff.
Nice. That's awesome. So, yeah, I mean, but if Edmonton came to game 7 and 6 and they were still in it, I bet you a lot of people turn in to see a Canadian team win it in the first time in 30 years. So,
As well they should. It's going to be compelling hockey. I'm in. And you know what? I'm also in for NASCAR.
you're not in for
Are we
any
not
betting
there
and
yet?
you're not in any MLB, huh? That's because
Baseball.
hockey and
Oh, that's right. I got super excited about that stuff.
that's because hockey and hockey and NBA are just the only thing that matter right now. And baseball is really boring right now. Dodgers are 5-5. We finally won 2 in a row, but then we lost to the Pirates tonight. It's like that's pathetic. You know.
These Pirates.
Yeah. The same Pirates that had that guy that gambles. They used to have
Oh,
that guy that
shit.
gambles.
Right on, my boy
Yeah.
Tuco.
Yeah. I bet you he bets on hockey.
Man, I thought Tuco was just a character in Breaking Bad. All of a sudden he's making Pete Rose feel bad. And this is what it's all about. All of a sudden, Pete Rose, who didn't have a computer, they couldn't prove anything. But now these guys all have DraftKings traces and they're busted immediately. So free Pete Rose.
Free Pete Rose. Nice.
That's all I
And
got.
Ohtani is now free because his interpreter today pled guilty, was found guilty. He is guilty. He's going to be executed tomorrow in Japan for the tragedy that is the Shohei Ohtani gambling conspiracy. So to my boy Shohei, it's over. Don't you worry, pal. Justice was served today. And
So do you think that Ohtani was running a gambling ring and like
I do not at all.
they just got this Pirates guy? They're like, we busted this guy, and then Ohtani's like, oh yeah, my buddy, he's guilty, and then like this is the end of it.
Is this the end for gambling in sports or just for baseball
For
and it
Ohtani,
being public?
there's no more Ohtani. Like,
No, Ohtani's fine. He's going to win the
is there
Triple
any
Crown
hope
this
for
year.
Giant fans to get him suspended forever?
Nope, he's going to win the Triple Crown this year. This is all behind him now, and he'll someday be President Ohtani. So
Makes sense.
Yep, that's how it's going to work. Speaking of presidents, Austin Cindric was the president of the week.
Ugh.
Man,
My least favorite name of the week that I don't know.
you don't even know who that guy is, do you? You have
That I
no
have
clue.
I have no clue, but
You
I
know
hate
who
his name.
Hamlin is. You know who Larson is. You know who.
Oh, he's a NASCAR guy.
Yeah,
That's where I know him from.
that's where you know him from. That's
Wait,
that
why
guy
do I
that.
hate him again?
That's because he got a win and you didn't. So you had 2 weeks in a row of trying to get a win with Busher,
Is he
and you
like
got
some
it stolen.
skateboarder or something?
And then Cendric came out and he kicked ass. Great. You know what? Great race all the way around. This race is a race you can take a lot of chances on. Might not be a lot of cautions. It's like a little bit of a bigger Martinsville. The embankments aren't too bad. Not the speeds aren't too crazy. You can do some shit. The tires last for a long time, so and they did it. They did everything they needed to do. Congratulations, Mr. Cendric, for and the great part about it is Blaney was leading the race and ran out of gas, and I believe he won Daytona, which meant his victory wouldn't have counted against the victory you needed.
So wait, if he would have
he would have beaten Austin. Yeah, he ran out of gas with a lap to go,
then
and he
I'd have
was
been
leading.
still in.
You would have still been, you could have still been part of getting a 16th victory, a 16, If you get a victory, though, you just got to listen. 17 guys can get victories.
One win.
You're one of the 17, you're in.
One win.
One win. That's what you need. Well, you're 16th in points, but there's a lot of single
For
victories
all
out
those
there.
NASCAR guys out there, all you guys are fans of people that are right there. One win.
One win. One win and you're in. 2 wins don't get you in any more special. 3 wins don't get you any more special in. They're in. Tyler Reddick only got 1 win. He's in. He's also like 5th in points, and he was 4th this week. So good race this week for Tyler. Hey, you know what? If people would have kept running out of gas, Tyler Reddick could have won it. He was in 4th. I was kind of hoping more people were going to run out of gas. I was like, come on, run out. Come on. I like clapping and shit like I was at a bluegrass concert. I was like so excited.
I bet on no gas.
Come on, no gas. Come on, no gas. I was excited. Are you excited though?
I am excited about a lot of things.
Are you excited for the extension of Christian McCaffrey?
Oh, football? Oh man, I know we can't get too deep into this, but football, yes, I'm excited.
We can talk about football a little bit because a lot of things are starting to happen.
No, for sure. Getting McCaffrey done, beautiful. I mean, who doesn't want Chris McCaffrey happy for the next 3 years before we cut his ass and kick him into the bay? You know what I mean? So that's fantastic.
He got one more big contract and he got good money,
Well, he got guaranteed and a couple more years. So
yeah. So
solid.
Good for him. I mean,
no, I think it was a great deal for the
money,
Niners.
so he can afford that injury next year and still get paid. What? Yeah, so he's guaranteed. So I like where he went with that because he knows, man, I push myself hard. Anytime I could break hard. Now, the question is, now that you've signed CMC, who in the receiving core is not coming back? That did not help your smart look.
No, listen. This is what's happening. We're keeping everyone.
No, you're not.
Yeah, we are.
You're going to franchise tag
Mark it down. This year, we will lose 0 people.
So you're going to franchise tag Ayuk. Have you franchise tagged anybody this year, or is that too late now? Can you do that anymore?
No, he's still under contract. So if he doesn't want to play for a Super Bowl winning team, he can go ahead and do that. But I think he will opt for the winning the ring thing.
Okay. Nah, you guys don't win rings. Has he been there for all the Super Bowl losses?
Man, if only we could play the Packers in the Super Bowl, then we'd win one.
You can't do that though. So what are you gonna do? Yeah, you can't do that. The only thing I enjoy,
I guess.
The only thing I enjoy more than if we could beat you is watching you lose in the Super Bowl all the time.
Of course.
You're so excited when you get there. You're so fucking heartbroken when it's over.
No, all the money we spent, everything's good. Ayuk's probably going to get his contract anyway. Yeah, Niners are looking good.
Well, how
We're
can you do that then and then worry about Purdy next year? You're gonna have to pay Purdy next year, right?
Oh, next year we're gonna have to cut like 19 people. It's fine.
So if you don't win the Super Bowl this year, then we should worry next year.
I'm gonna say that this is gonna be maybe a year and a half cushion. But yeah, we need to win it this year, or in 3 years we'll just be really terrible. Put in the books. It's what's happening. Just look at all the deferred money we
I
have.
had this really weird thing for the script this year for how football was going to be scripted, and I didn't have the Niners in the Super Bowl even.
Super Bowl.
You go every other year. You guys don't go back to back when you lose. You go Super Bowl, then you don't. Super Bowl. So then you went last year, so I can't imagine you're going to go again.
Yeah, but we're better this year. So we'll see.
How's that? Everybody's older.
How is that? You'll see.
You still have that left tackle?
Yep.
He's like 40 now, right?
Yes, sir.
41, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. Most efficient offense in the league. Just try to guard us. I mean, come on, just try to guard us.
Bigger, stronger. I think that's why we went out and got Jeff Healy. Because
you remember when Joe Montana went from year 3 to year 4?
Yeah, I think we're going to guard you. I think we changed our defense just to guard you.
Nice. Well, we changed our offense just so you know that you can't guard us with that same defense. Smart.
You guys are smart.
Yeah.
Justin Jefferson, well-deserved highest paid player from his position in the NFL.
Completely unbelievable the stats he's put up. You can't argue with the cash.
No,
not at all. I gotta say. That's all I gotta say.
Did he change the receiver market, or is he the one that sets the market and you're below him?
I don't think anyone deserves more than him. CD Lamb in Dallas could probably trick Jerry Jones into giving him more money.
No, because he's got to play.
That would piss off all the Bengals receivers and create some sort of controversy. But
he's got to play Parsons. He's got to pay Parsons. He has to pay Micah Parsons.
Justin Jefferson is the best receiver in football.
Right.
No one should get more than him. This should be it.
Does Cheetah deserve an extension with more money right now?
Not more than Justin Jefferson.
And do they pay Tua anywhere near $50 million a year?
I mean, I wouldn't, but I mean, he likes his receivers. Maybe you try to keep some sort of continuity. But I don't think he's worth that much. But the fact that he's on a team for the same,
okay,
the last 3 years.
My next question for you then is Tua a 3-year, $150 million guy?
Never.
Or a 5-year, $250 million guy?
Zero of those two options.
Well, if you're going to give him $50 million a year,
how about 2 years, 65?
A 2-year, but that's not 50 million. That's like 32.5 or something like that.
That's all I'm willing to pay to him.
Okay, well, he's not going to sign.
All right, Dolphins suck.
That's my question. He's a quarterback that is now up for his contract.
Correct. Yeah, I know.
Jordan Love is a quarterback because they didn't like.
If I was the Dolphins, would I mind?
We're gonna have Jordan signed by training camp. That's where we're at. We got an extra $10 million with Devondre Campbell going to you guys.
Wait, he's already being a bitch?
No.
Didn't he just get signed for?
No, he got that instead of the 5th-year option. We just gave him an extension.
Correct.
So yeah.
And now he wants an extension on the extension.
He just wants his contract
because he lost to the Niners in the playoffs. I wouldn't give him any money till he beat us. That would be my thing.
I mean, that's ridiculous.
Kinda.
I mean, he almost beat you guys, and that was his first year. So, I mean, shit.
Well,
you guys should actually be worried. Yeah, you're spending all this money on offense, and we put up like 26, 30 points on you. So, and you're just focused on one thing and not the thing that let you down the most. You even took Ricky Parasol instead of taking a defender because you thought, well, let's get more offense. Yet the defense gave up almost 30 points to the Packers and to the Lions. So you can't stop the Packers nor the Lions. You better be able to outscore us.
True.
You better, and Purdy can't have a bad game. None of those interception games. Brock, you bastard. See, if Brock has an interception game against the Lions or the Packers next year in the playoffs, that's why you don't go to the Super Bowl.
So many reasons why I couldn't have. Can't you tell he's blessed? He's blessed.
I saw that kid look like a shit in the Super Bowl. That kid didn't impress me in the Super Bowl one bit.
Of course not.
He wasn't the best quarterback in the Super Bowl, that's for sure.
It was like 17th game in the league. Jordan Love.
Now you can't keep telling me he's blessed and then make up excuses. You can't be blessed with excuses.
Sure, fine, whatever.
Sure,
Let's move on to whatever else we're talking about. Let's skip on. Move on.
Okay, buddy. You got a performer of the week there?
Granada High School.
Nice. What did Granada High School do?
Apparently they beat the crap out of De La Salle, with all their D1 scholarship guys. A couple times in baseball and won the little NorCal Livermore is cool baseball championship.
They were 35-1 on the whole season. Did you see that little record?
I didn't see it. I didn't even know my friends were from Granada. They were like, hey, that Granada thing. And I'm like, who cares? So I went there and I'm like,
yeah, they went 35-1 on the whole season. Won the whole thing. That's pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. So those are my performers of the week.
It sounds more like a De La Salle thing than a Granada thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so, go little guys.
So good for Granada. I don't have any performers of the week. I was disappointed.
Have you watched any of the college softball and college baseball stuff?
No, I'm in my last week with my kids in school, so.
Right on. Well, check it out. Oklahoma almost got eliminated. They're going for 4 in a row. Just like my brain. All right. Anyway, it's been too long, but they're going for 4 in a row. And they're playing Texas. And then the baseball stuff, Carolina's still in it. And Ohio State is not.
Oh.
No. Oh. And then what are you fired up for next week? I'm fired up for a lot of stuff. Besides the finals.
School to be over.
School to be over. The kids can play in the pool.
Yeah, school to be over, and we can just start a new year next year. This year was too tough, so I'm going to try again next year. So
no doubt.
Yeah. Other than that, NASCAR, I'm ready to watch Tyler get another win this week. I wish I was going, but it's at the track in California there up in wine country at Sonoma. So it's the road course at Infineon. So yeah, I'm excited. That's one of my favorite races. So I'm excited to watch that race this week. It'll be good. Other than that, yeah, no, I'm FB.
Euros on the Goob.
Peace.